Hello and welcome to my first Inflation Watch video for 2024. My name is Chris. I've been doing these videos for the last 12 months, taking a look at inflation and macroeconomic data to get a better understanding of when we can expect to see Canadian mortgage interest rates drop. If you're interested in this kind of information, then I invite you to like, subscribe, share. Let's dive right into today's video. Reports of higher inflation has come in from around the world. It's not just a Canadian phenomenon. We've seen higher inflation come in the US, the UK, the Eurozone, and what that's done is it squashed any possibility of an early drop to policy rates from central banks globally. As a result, we've seen markets which were really overly optimistic and very giddy with the possibility and pricing in, almost willing that rates would drop in Q1 of 2024. We're seeing that those expectations are being repriced. As a result, we saw big bumps to bond yields mid-month. The US 10-year jumped up about 20 basis points. In the UK, the 10-year jumped up 25 basis points. And here in Canada, our 5-year bond yield jumped up 30 basis points on the news. Now, the Bank of Canada had been warning markets that they were way too optimistic in their expectation that rates would drop in Q1 of 2024. And based on the most recent inflation read that we got for the month of December, it looks like the Bank of Canada was in fact right, and that realistically, we won't start to see the need for rate cuts until mid-2024 into the latter half of 2024. Headline inflation in Canada came in as expected at 3.4%. But the more important core measures that are relied upon by the Bank of Canada to establish their monetary policy all surprised to the upside and actually started accelerating again in the month of December, much to the dismay and disappointment of the markets. And what this shows is that while we've made progress against inflation in 2023, we still haven't slayed the dragon, and it's very much a story still in 2024. Other economic indicators are showing weakness in Canada, especially if we consider the employment numbers, which showed that in the month of December, the Canadian economy created a measly 100 new net jobs for the economy, and that really disappointed and surprised many. Considering all of this latest data, it looks like we are going to have to wait until the middle part of 2024 or even into the second half of 2024 before we realistically start to see the Bank of Canada starting to cut interest rates. My name is Chris Mulder. I am a Toronto mortgage broker. If you enjoyed today's content, please give me a thumbs up, like it, share it. Till next time, bye for now.